Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Nikki Psychic Medium. This is a general reading for the week, months ahead, however you feel it might be related to you. There are 3 piles of cards, pile 1, pile 2 and pile 3. Please feel free to pick a pile that you are drawn to, and I hope that it can give you some clarity or guidance, or there's some messages in there that might help you on your journey, and just take whatever you feel from it that you feel resonates for you. And yeah, thanks for listening. Hi everyone, welcome to the reading for pile 1. If you've picked pile 1, then this is going to be your reading. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to see, when I connect to the cards, I hold the cards, I'm just going to see what comes through for me visually first before I start reading with the cards as well. So let's see what comes in here for guidance for people that have picked pile 1. Okay. Okay, so I'm feeling like a very still, like a stillness and a peacefulness to this pile here, like a quietness. Maybe some of you have been really busy, overrun, running around, lots of busyness going on, and I feel like this is like a message of guidance to be still, be in the moment, be present. Just listen in that moment when when you just have that moment and you just listen to the quietness, and you just center yourself, and you just just feel connected to Earth's core, just drawing that energy down. Like, just I feel like there's just a lot of grounding that needs to happen for the people that have picked pile 1. Yeah, just feeling this real urge to ground those roots, ground your roots deep down into the Earth's core. If you haven't done this before, it's just visualizing roots coming from down through your feet and then deep down through to Mother Earth, and keep going as far down as you can into that Mother Earth's core, and just to ground yourself and feel, just breathe and feel calm and stillness. That's just what I was feeling with pile 1, so I'm just going with that. It's funny because I'm also seeing like an apple being picked from a tree here. So what's that telling me for pile 1? Okay, why are we picking an apple from a tree? It's like as if you're reaping the rewards from your hard labour. So reaping the rewards could be related to career, or some inner work that you've been doing on yourself, trying to better yourself in your own way, and just that sort of enjoying that moment, taking that bite of the apple, as that's just what I'm getting here, taking that bite of that apple. And it's funny because, like, an apple's probably not really considered a treat to anybody, but that's how, like, I'm seeing it. Like, it's like you're treating yourself to this bite of this apple, this tree that you've grown, and this apple that's grown on this tree. And it's like this sort of seed that you've planted, and the building up and the growing of something and reaping the rewards from it. But there's only one apple on the tree, so there's still more to do. There's still more work to do. This is what I'm feeling with pile 1. So let's see what comes with the cards here for pile 1. Okay, so what have we got here? Okay, I'll just discuss the cards first. So you've got the Wheel. So funny enough, this card says delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, and a new car or travel. You've also got appreciation. that's come up in this pile. And then this card here called Light Beings. Just a very beautiful card. Here's this lady's face and his, yeah, Mother Earth, interesting enough, on this card. And then, yeah, let's see what I get from these cards for you for pile 1. Okay, so we've got the wheel here, like we said. So the Wheel of Fortune, similar to the Wheel of Fortune in the tarot cards. So, you know, this is a good card. It's showing progress. It's again, like I said, when I saw this tree and this apple being picked and this blooming of the tree, the growing of the tree, progress. I do feel very like internal with pile 1. So I feel a lot of this is internal progress that you might be going through. Maybe you're listening to podcasts, maybe you're reading like self-help books, or if you're not, maybe there's a message there that maybe that's something, if you've been thinking about doing, that you'd like to do to help you on your journey in life. Look, there is a lot of hard work that's been done, I feel, with pile 1, but I still feel there is more work to be done. So again, this could be related to your career as well. I just feel very internal with this pile, so I'm just going to stick to that. It just feels a very deep reading for pile 1, and it's just, yeah, I just feel like a lot of internal work here to work through here. So this lady's sitting next to this wheel, and she's, you know, she's creating her, you know, like her work on this spindle, and she's sitting there and she's like waiting and wondering like why, like what's next, or why aren't things maybe where they want them to be, she or he, why aren't they there, like why aren't things where you want them to be. But there's these beautiful like white flowers here in the background, and I feel that they're blooming. So whatever's happening with you internally, or it could be again a physical thing that's going on around you to do with work, that, you know, that things are growing. There is a bit of, I do feel a bit of stagnation, you know, things might be slow, but I do feel that, yeah, like there is growth here, and there is flowers blooming. So I just feel like just you'll stick to your guns, and I feel like the outcome, or where you want to be, will come. You've got like appreciation here. So this lady's, you know, she's holding a rose in one hand, and she's holding, you know, some sort of handkerchief in the other hand. But if you look at this handkerchief, to me, like, it's like she's putting it down, but she's also pushing it kind of away. So if there has been some grief around you or some trauma, I feel that maybe this is coming to an end. Those tears are slowly coming away. And there's these beautiful pink flowers here, and this rose that she's holding here. And don't always look on the bad side, and look also, appreciate what you do have, because there is a lot of beauty around you. Again, like, it's like, you know, appreciating nature, appreciating our planet as well. I feel quite strongly here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on. A lot of heavy energy on the universe at the moment, and I feel like this is quite important to not, even if maybe you watch too much news, or you're drawn into negativity and the drama that's going on at the moment in the world, and I feel like you need to sort of take your focus away from that and just refocus on the smaller things around you. Like, sometimes I have this thing where I feel like I need to make my world smaller, like not focusing on the bigger things that are going on, but just focus on the smaller things. Make your world nice and small, and just appreciate the beauty that's around you at the moment. That's how I feel with that. You've got also light beings, so interesting. I mean, I don't actually know what this card means in general, like what the meaning of this card is as per the book, because I haven't studied these cards. So I'm just going with what I feel when I look at this card. I still see focus and determination here. I also feel healing with this card. I do feel that maybe you could be like, again, like have a strong sort of healing nature for people. You might even have a background of healers, or maybe you've got connections or relations along that sort of that are more spiritually connected, healers along the bloodline as well. I feel there, if maybe you don't know much about your family history, but I feel that that's quite strong here. Do feel connected to travel as well, possibly like travel, holidays, journey around the world. Maybe some of you are thinking of traveling around the world or something like that as well, but I feel that quite strongly. Focus and determination, and willpower, very strong with this card that I feel here. So if there's somewhere that you feel that you want to get to and you don't feel you're getting there, I feel a lot of like the mental state, mental mind of it all is kind of maybe drawing you back. So I feel it's important how try to think about how you're thinking and feeling and manifesting your dreams and desires with this card. And about choosing a direction. Some of you might be looking at a new direction in your life journey at the moment. Could be possibly moving due to work as well. I feel quite strongly here. Maybe new love connections. Maybe you're looking at maybe moving close. Maybe there's some of you that like have met somebody and you're not quite living together, and there might be some thoughts of relocating or moving closer to each other. I feel quite strongly with this card as well. Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's a message I can leave with this pile for pile 1. All I feel is like, be the light that you are within you. So let that light shine bright. Let yourself shine bright. Don't be afraid to be who you are, and let everybody see your light. And that's the guidance for pile 1. Thank you. And welcome to pile 2. Okay, let's see what comes through for pile 2. For some reason I'm being, I just had a cat walk like across the table in front of me for some reason, which is very strange. Look, I mean, my readings are a little bit out there, and they're not really sort of, I don't really have a set way of doing my readings, so I'll just go with what I see. But if any of you have lost maybe a pet recently or a pet cat, I'm just going to go with this to begin with. I just felt like this cat came in to visit here and then it kind of just disappeared. So if any of you have like you know, cat angels, or you know, your cats that have passed over, maybe it was just a little message to let you know they're around. Cats are also very superstitious kind of animal as well, aren't they? So and they roam free, don't they, really? They're kind of quite free animals, cats. They're also very intuitive as well, and they also you know, they kind of sense when someone isn't, you know, nice, or they don't have a good feel about them. So I feel like with pile 2, it's also about trusting yourself with your own intuition, and maybe like with people that might be around you, or someone that's not really being that kind to you deep down, but you're unsure whether it's all in your head or not. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting, and it's like telling you that, yeah, you need to trust yourself, and if you don't feel, trust your instincts. It's very instincts with this pile too. I feel like there's a lack of energy with pile two, because I'm seeing like someone eating a chocolate bar, so it's like their sugar levels might be running low, or you're feeling low in energy with I'm just feeling this, some of you might be feeling quite low energy wise with pile two, and I feel like it's the need for sugar, or you're feeling like you need sugar to keep yourself going through the day. That's what I'm feeling with pile two. Interesting. What else do I see? I'm also seeing like a green like tree frog, and it's like leaping and leaping along as they do, and it's like baby steps. I'm getting baby steps with pile two. Baby steps, but kind of like big steps. So like you might feel like you're taking big steps and you want to get somewhere so fast, but they're saying like take baby steps to get to where you need to be. Do not rush the situation or the journey that you're on. That's the feeling that I'm getting with the pile two. But let's see what comes up with the cards. So, okay, interesting. Okay, so what a beautiful card. So the first card that came out is Divine Animals. So a beautiful lion there. This could be connected to star signs. Maybe some of you are like fire sign. It could be connected to the Leo here, Leo energy. I do feel quite strongly with like a Virgo energy as well. But yeah, Leo energy. And also this can be related to maybe a power animal. So some of you, this could be a message that even if maybe you've been drawn to lions, or you've been having any dreams about anything to do with lions or something like that. But I feel like power animal could be quite important here for pile two. You can actually Google like a lion power animal, and it will give you a reading on what that means as well. So you might get some more guidance as well from this reading about the lion as a power animal, and it might really relate to you at the moment. I've got this beautiful heart here above this line here as well, this heart here. So I feel like with pile two that, I feel like a lot of you quite have like a heart of gold, I'm feeling with this card. So you have a beautiful heart and beautiful soul, but I also feel like you're quite a strong character, quite courageous. I'm feeling that some of you with pile two here as well with this card. I'm feeling a very powerful unity with like a spiritual connection here with pile two. So if some of you are watching this, you might be very like already connected in terms of your spirituality, already connected with your spirit guides and your power animals, or or just interested in that side of things as well, and opening up and looking and learning about all that too. But it's, oh gosh, yeah, I just feel like a lot of strength and power with this card. So whatever's going around you with pile two, I just feel like a real strong energy here. Maybe there's some big changes I feel coming up or going on around this reading. Might not necessarily be changes that feel that they're good at the moment, but I feel they're big, strong changes that will bring better, positive outcomes, even if you don't see that right now. If some of you have been unwell, or I feel like I've seen a bit of hospitalisation. I mean, there's a lot of viruses going around at the moment, or just been run down. I feel there's a massive power of healing coming to you to give you that strength as well, to get better and to refocus on where you need to go. Yeah, that's a real strong card. You've also got here all tied up as well, that's come up here, and Interesting. So this card is called Unity, but it's also about like a spiritually minded community. So maybe being around people that, you know, are sort of like-minded like you, like a mentor, looking for some guidance. This could be related to yourself. I do feel like learning, maybe there's some psychic development could be going on for some of you in pile 2, or yeah, like it doesn't have to be a psychic development course, but I just feel like some of you might be drawn to that as well, like learning something new, psychometry, or mediumship, or learning to read cards. This is quite a spiritual card here as well. Some of you might even be teachers yourselves. You might even be teaching other people your gifts and your guidance, and yeah, like a learning card here. Or this could be you just listening. You could be listening from somebody, like a mentor, studying, a trainer. It could be a presence of a grandfather or a fatherly energy, I feel here, or someone that's just given you some great wisdom, and you could be thinking back to that person. It could be a grandfather here. I feel very drawn to a grandfatherly energy here, maybe memories of a grandfather that gave you some good advice. And maybe there's just a message here to maybe listen to that advice again, if some of you have ever had that from a family member or father. I just feel quite drawn to that as well. So strong messages here. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We've got all tied up here as well. So this lady's kind of like a bit like, to me, I mean, I think it is. It looks like she's in like a wedding dress with a wedding veil here. Look, this could be connected as well to maybe a relationship that you might be involved in, and maybe wanting to free yourself from, but you're not quite sure how to get out of that situation as well. So I feel quite drawn to that here. Look, there's this beautiful butterfly here with this light here. And I just feel connected again to the spiritual realm, to loved ones in spirit that may be around you, and they're trying to help you through that, to see that light at the end of the tunnel and let you know that they're there. So if you haven't been feeling that, I just feel like this is a nice message to let you know that they're around you, if you are going through a difficult time at the moment. Look, this lady is tied, but she also is able to set herself free if she wants to. It's like as if she's kind of letting this bindedness around her happen. So look, I'm not saying that's for every situation at all, but I just feel like there is a way out of this situation if some of you are in a difficult situation. You might not feel like it right now, but I just feel that there is a light coming to you there. This also could be connected to someone coming in that might help you move in a different direction, or might help give you some guidance, or yeah, help with changing that situation as well. So that's how I feel with that card. And I also feel like as well, if there is a need for strength here to move out of this situation, or move on as well, I do feel quite drawn to that. I mean, obviously this is a general reading, so please take what you need from this reading, and I hope, like, you know, they all do relate, or you can connect in some way, but obviously not the whole reading is necessarily going to be for everybody, but I hope that everybody gets some sort of message from each of my readings. But that's for pile 2. This is pile 3, and let's see what I feel with these cards before I turn them over, and we'll go from there. Okay. I feel like a lot of love with this pile 3. So there might be some new relationships going on here for pile 3. I feel quite a romantic energy here. Maybe some of you have met someone new and you're wondering if, you know, they're the right person, or I just feel like quite a lovely energy here. New friendships blossoming could possibly be with this pile 3. Doesn't have to be, you know, necessarily a sexual relationship. This could be just a friendship blossoming here, but I feel that quite strongly too. I feel like sort of getting out and about. If some of you were looking at maybe going and visiting some places, like you know, like day trips out and stuff, I feel quite strongly with pile 3. I did see like someone blowing their nose on a hanky as well, so some of you might have been feeling a bit run down. Maybe there's been, you know, having a bit of a cold and stuff. I feel like this is passing now, so you'll be feeling more energetic soon, because I'm seeing someone running, so I feel like more energy, getting out in the fresh air, and enjoying the sunshine still, because it's still quite warm. I mean, it obviously depends where you live, but if you have got sunshine, just trying to enjoy that sunshine, or if you haven't, just maybe just trying to get out in the fresh air. I feel quite strongly with pile 3. Let's see what we've got come up here. Okay, interesting. Similar cards to pile 2. But so we've got the healing here, this card, interesting. And then we've got the Angel of Strength. And then we've got, okay, the Seven of Summer. So this card, look, they all have, obviously I'll go through what I feel with these cards, but the general term for this card is no more procrastinating. It's about the power comes from making a decision, but sometimes that confusion can, you know, overpower you and can slow things down a bit with that card. But let's see what I feel with these cards here. Okay. So the Angel of Strength here. It's funny because we had a line in the last pile as well, so that's interesting. Look, this is the Angel of Strength. Again, you can see that this line is, so it's pile 2 and 3 are quite similar actually in some ways. But yeah, this card again is about maybe some of you are seeking guidance and you're looking for some help. Maybe you've been asking the universe for guidance and you haven't felt that it's, you know, that you've been receiving it. But this is just a message to let you know that you will, or you will have. It's just being, maybe just you're not noticing the smaller things. The, you know, like sometimes you might notice a feather on the ground or something like that. And it's just a message to let you know that your you know, your loved ones are there, or your prayers are being answered as well. I feel quite strongly with that pile 3 as well. I do feel quite like a lot of times with this card, this can be connected to as well loved ones in spirit. I always feel like quite a strong grandmotherly energy with this card, and I'm actually feeling that tonight as well. A motherly motherly and grandmotherly energy here. So if some of you might have lost a loved one spirit, maybe grandmother, mother, or a sisterly energy here, but it's just to let you know that they're around you. This could possibly have been quite recent, maybe for some of you that have watched it, are watching this, but it's just to let you know that you have them by your side and they are with you and they're giving you that strength to pull through. So there could be some grief, some loss here. With pile 3 as well, I feel with that quite strongly. I also feel like as if this could be could be yourself. Maybe you're coming back out of your shell. Maybe you've been in hiding for a while and you're coming back out, you know, in, how do I word it, back out into society is the words that I'm getting here. Look, some of you might be even sort of at a point where you've had your children and they're kind of getting to an age now where you've got a bit more time for yourself, and you want to get back out there and enjoy yourself, maybe meeting new people as well, like I did say about, you know, new relationships here, and new love, possibly relationships too. So this could just be a message to, yeah, get, you know, putting yourself out there, and asking for protection if you feel a bit vulnerable as well. I guess if you maybe are meeting new people too. I do feel quite strongly with that card. You've got the healing card here as well, which is a beautiful card. I think I mentioned about maybe some of you feeling a bit run down or something like that, but I felt like the healing card here, like making sure you look after yourself physically, mentally as well, feeding yourself. I seem to get this every time with pile 3. Feeding yourself the right foods, a bit of nurturing, looking after yourself. Again, this is healing. You could be a healer as well. You could have healing, some healing, you know, like have that way about you where you have a healing energy. If you've looked at maybe learning more about giving healing to people, might be something that you'd be interested in. If not, healing coming to you as well. You've got these angel wings here. So very, very, I just feel very connected here to, you know, like the sort of, the sort of loved ones again in spirit, being around you, lots of guidance, your angels. Feel very strongly with angels here. Maybe some of you feel quite connected, or you have that real strong interest in you know, the angels side of things as well. I feel that quite strongly here too. Beautiful cards here. I just feel like spreading your wings, and good times to come as well with this pile 3. Maybe there's some good news coming to you that you felt that, you know, you've been waiting on. Could even be related to health as well. I feel like maybe some of you could be waiting on some health, some news health wise. I feel like the outcome could be quite, you know, positive as well, or if it doesn't feel like it is, I feel like there will be, you know, you will be looked after well. If there's any of you that have got to have any treatments or anything like that, I just feel like you're really being looked after. The angels around you, they're spreading their wings all around you, holding you tight and nurturing you through this time. If you are feeling a bit unsafe in yourself, you know, I just feel like a bit unstable, or you're not feeling secure, you've got this line here bringing this security, this protection to you too. So I feel that quite strongly with pile 3. Yeah, and this is, I just feel like this is, you know, about maybe some hesitation here, or being a bit uncertain of taking the next steps forward. Maybe you've been offered an opportunity and you're unsure about whether, you know, you can manage it or something as well. And I feel like it's important to, yeah, not procrastinate, not to just not to be too hesitant. I mean, obviously it's important to have some caution with decisions that you make, but it's like rainbow here of like, yeah, like it's like owning your own power and making those decisions, because, you know, there's stagnation if you don't make decisions, if you don't sort of use your own power to create what it is that you want to create here as well. And these lovely rainbow colours here, I feel like these are like the chakra colours as well. So I just feel like pile 3 is a very like sort of spiritually connected reading here, with the, you know, the angels and the lion with the strength here, bringing, you know, sort of helping you move forward, that protection of guidance. Again, it's funny, like even though he's a fairy, I kind of see this as wings again, like angel wings. You've got all these wings going on here. So like so much protection and love around you. And if you're feeling overwhelmed or, you know, worried about things at the moment, it's like as if they're just, spirit world just wants to let you know that they are there for you. Your loved ones are around you. Are being looked after, and you have got protection. And if you don't feel you have, then to ask for it and trust that it's there as well. So I hope that brings you some guidance tonight. Thank you for part 3.